Good.
No, let's say it. Say it.
No, I was gonna say that I misunderstood the initial premise of what you were saying.
Showtime.
Because I thought we were.
Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom boom boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom.
Have the sex with blushing spray for later.
Boom 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 boom. Hello, Joshua Taylor. Alright, everything. In my video, I can put dinner on the stove and figure out how to burn time while we wait. Boom, 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 boom. I guess I'm playing Soul while I wait for my homeboys to come into my chat room, play video games. Bing, the thing with the thing, the thing, on the thing, on the thing, on the thing. So still. And switch. Yes, there we go. Switch on there. Oh, Lindera. Check this tape inside. Where did I get tagged? Lounge. Okay. Alright, let's go see what I need to do for dinner.
I like this music.
Alright. Fish in the oven. Shit done. Don't feel like fucking cool air is on in the house. Fucking hot as hell in this funky ass, hot ass room I'm in. Is that the Grim Reaper? Alright. Hello, Splendid Vera. How you doing?
I'm fine. Besides this pain in my right side right now.
Having appendicitis?
No, I just ate some milk chocolate earlier today and it started to hurt on my right side. It's getting over.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I land on the square and I teleport to the other square, and whoever's on that square gets broken. Interesting. Five charges. So I want attraction and magic monsters. And I want attraction for strawberries. Okay. Gonna have to even it up. There's gonna be a lot of bubble use in this character, I think. Today is going to be a slightly more chill day because with the tournament coming up, I can put a lot more focus on Thursdays being a main core Eternal Return day. Because Friday is always meant to be a day where we can be more relaxed and alternative. But it is a experience, so things have to go by the speed at which we can go to them. So more than likely going to do some simple stuff and then slowly rotate into an evening of Don't Starve Together. In the meanwhile, I am playing a game called Sol Sesto. I made a video for it. A lot of people didn't watch it probably, because I can see the metrics on the video and it more than likely looks like they did not really fuck with it.
Including me.
Just like the rest of the content on my channel. Ah! This character's gonna take a while to get used to. I'm just getting butt fucked on sustain. I need to teleport to a line where there is coverage. To teleport to the line where there is no coverage. So go up here. Back down here. Back up here. Break the man. Hit those fucking traps. Opening one chest disables one random trap. Ooh. Ooh. Me likey. It's gonna make me stronger against them, but it's gonna make me averagely weaker against the others. Trying to avoid strength fights. Let's maximize our wizard fights. Next upgrade will probably be for one attack. Yeah, exactly.
What is Aqua? Okay, he's not there anymore.
Who's up with what?
Aqua Gulp was in the CCM chat for a few seconds. Probably by accident.
Maybe.
Maybe he's misclicked or something.
Clean. Not bad. Now can I get a fucking candle fire so I can light up some dark areas? Clean. This isn't a character that wants to have inventory space or effective use time. What is even that? Is it the bottom side of the denture? Oh no, discount. I wonder what happens if I leave the gold brick for lower levels. Haha! He outright fucking punishes wizards without having to fight them. That's right. So that means I never have to deal with getting my bonus tiles stolen. Hoggers. Fortunately, that extra not having more damage is going to be a problem. Let's take the loss. Multiplier, actions for proceeding to door. Traps chests. Take the multiplier early. Deny another. Gold. Sun. Hold the reroll. Did I just accidentally cancel my own ability? I think I did. That's a waste of sun push. Oh, mistakes happen, Carl. Mom. Yes, this is a character who wants to have inventory space, but not as bad as the warrior. Why is my shit glowing? My bomb was glowing. Why was my bomb glowing? So, if my bomb is glowing, what does that do if I use this? Ah! So destruction of that zone allows for the teleporting of skill to work. Okay. I don't even have to take it. Something just has to be active in the zone and it still kills them. Interesting. Learning how to play my character. Get munched here if I do that. That's not it. That's not it either. That's not it. Red, red, blue, red, blue. Fuck. Come on, card. You need to memorize your spells. Death. I'll lose those coins. Oh well. Hello, Master Wolf.
Hello.
Alright, let's start off today with something light and simple. Golfing. Then transition to hardcore DSC. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, before I forget, I had announced it to J Funky because I was in DevCord earlier, but I will repeat it here on camera. I wrote down how we're going to have to do it because I had an idea and I had a feeling that there were going to be people who had overcommitments that were going to cost them time when it came to the finals on Sunday. So we're going to do a two-part system where Saturday is going to be knockouts and Sunday is going to be the finals placements. I posted what system and the point scaling that we're going to be using. It's the exact same as Eternal Return ranked, which means you can expect the rankings to be based on how bloody you are. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Information's posted. If you've been tagged on that thread, then you will know exactly where to look. So that means you have another week, which means you have another 3-ish days, including any day that you choose to play that isn't specifically Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, to prepare for the tournament. And that means that the beginning, first round will start on Saturday. Lowercase Carl 1. Although that means I have to pick a time for Saturday, but I suppose simple. Early, midday things won't matter. Probably closer to PM than AM. Probably 5, 6, 7, somewhere in that time period. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. Why is my fucking X broken? My X is broken. Is the entire platform broken? Hello? Apparently so. Did I ever post my media post?
Hey, Carl, I think someone said I think someone said having a raid in your chat on YouTube.
No, I saw that. That means Dev was done streaming. Hello, DevCordians. We were just talking about y'all. Put these on screen. Solstice, ER, TST, over Solstice. Will you be joining us, Linvera? Will you be joining us?
In your tournament?
No, inside of Golf with your friends.
Well, I had the game downloaded, so probably yes.
Okay. Take your time. See, Sean, you say Fat Man Raid, but there's only one of you. Why you scared? You afraid you finna get kissed? Finger, 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 finger. That makes more sense when I'm physically on the camera doing this. You afraid you finna get kissed? Don't be shy. It might be the case that it never sent my original tweets. That's weird. Let me open up another window of X. Is it just permanently loading the site? Is the site just fucking broken? Yes, the site's just fucking broken. Let me open it up inside of Chrome. I said open the site inside of Chrome, not open the fucking console in Chrome. Not logged in there. Please continue as single player Carl. No. So something's just wrong with X. Let me see. Is there anything wrong with my account? YouTube get hacked? No. No. Okay, no idea. Anyways. The Painless One. The Painless One is an 18-hole themed mini golf course set in a corrupted lava-filled wasteland. Navigate treacherous paths winding through skeletal serpents for instruction in any terrain. Every hole includes multiple routes, including... including challenging hole-in-one opportunities for those willing to master precision, timing, and even jetpack mechanics. Harps are supported, and jump collision are fully compatible without breaking gameplay. Easy to play, hard to master. Can you conquer the Painless One? Might not use this one today, but I'm going to view this in the back pocket. Blocky Dream. You had a dream full of blocks. The golf course formed by the blocks floating in the air. Give it a try. Orange, challenging, requires some pathfinding. Look in the direction you can shoot, but you can choose a different direction. Extra time recommended. Extra time free cam recommended. Holes and ones are possible in several holes, but not all, and they are quite difficult. Let's not do that. Cold as ice, the Xmas after. 5 out of 10 difficulty. Hole 1 opportunities on each holes. Let's try that one. Yes, Lindera.
Is the code the same as the last dream I was in?
Yes, it'll always be Carl 1. It will always be a lowercase
Thank
or
you.
capital case interpretation of Carl 1. The password will never change. The only reason I would have to change the password is if people started actively trying to raid into the video game in which we are playing. Which I doubt would happen. Increase the max shots to 24. 15 to extended free cam. And we wait for him. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Waiting. Hello, Durillian. There's another sipper. Sean was in here all by his lonesome. He was inside of the nigga zone and nobody was there to hold his hand. I'll hold your hand, Sean. I'll hold your hand. Do you need a little more time to download the game?
I can't go online in the game. It always says a network error has occurred.
Okay, no problem. Premium winter golf experience set in the mountains where snow meets the warmth of sunset. Difficulty 5 out of 10. Only 1 opportunities on each hole. Well, I'll be the judge of that. Before Carl bundles it 50 billion times. I'm not gonna lie to you, fam. Where the fuck is the hole-in-one opportunity on this hole? What the fuck? What, you want me to slope it off the fucking house? Is that it? No fucking way. No world where that's supposed to be that. Because how would that be a hole-in-one bouncing off the edge? You'd slide, you'd hit the wall, you'd lose all momentum, you'd have to take a shot for par. So it has to be sliding off the roof of the house. Whatever. This one is slightly sloped, so it's a little bit more believable. I imagine this would be kind of hard. Yeah, it is kind of hard, because you have to use bounce mechanics. Fancy will never beat that hole! No, he's gonna spank it and he'll go all the way over. This one features an inlet hole. Hit the ball into the socket, bounce it off the cookie, bounces off the cookie into the thing. You'd have to be almost exactly precise. Nope. I went over. But what if... I'm gonna turn it into a birdie. So yes, you'd have to exactly hit it in the hole just hard enough that it sinks into the dimple. But it's at least dimpled, unlike every other fucking course. And this one is just torture. I'm not sure if it wants you to bounce off the log or somehow find the momentum to bounce off a wall and then slide into the dimple. It's a little bit difficult. Not sure how that one's a hole-in-one. Bounce it through the tree? Through doesn't look possible. We'll free cam into that and it's a hard wall. I don't see any other ways into the cavern. So is it really just the case that you just hit hard enough that you, what, slope over the tree? I don't think so. Nope, wait. There's a teleporter. So there's a teleporter wreath off the side. And that teleporter wreath then drops into the hole. But it's on the back wall. How would you hit that as a hole-in-one? Would you aim for the signpost? I'm a little bit fuzzy on that one. I feel like you have to bounce off the signpost to hit that one. Speed hole, ice slide, go down the ice slide, go down the ice slide on the right side, and you likely will accelerate and then hit the dimple and then slope it to the hole. That's not hard enough. Gotta do the fancy special. Yep. That's a fancy special. Damn. This is just that one. This is just that one hole inside of the escapist spun on crack. It's at least dimpled. It's not dimpled a lot, though. Let's see here. You've got a hard slope right. Ride the wall, then slide momentum into the hill, and possibly don't get stuck on the dimensions. Too hard. Okay, we got a big slope. Got a hole on the slope. The hole is kind of dimpled at the top. Then you slide into the hole. Get over, get over, get over, get over, get over, get over, get over. Fuck. I've landed only one of them, but at least I'm getting consistent burnies. This is a hard bank shot. Oh no, this is a hard bank momentum shot. Is that wall angled? Yes, it is. Kobe! That was illegal as fuck. Hit. Oh, that was illegal as fuck. No way. I bounced up and off the ice. That did not feel fair. Fancy! Ain't that battle? Fuck it. The one time I decide as a joke to be like, spanking is now called the fancy. Birdie. Fuck me. Oh, I gotta hit the fancy. Gotta hit the fancy. Oh, no, not one of these. So, it's gated here, but it's got a slope into the hole. And the slope into the hole doesn't have a roof, so you'd have to hit it hard. I see it. But it's probably a little bit bullshit. Yeah, it is. There's a little target off to the side of the snowman. I am willing to throw my lead just to try this. Because it's supposed to bounce you in, but I'm hitting straight wood. That's what she said. Now I got in. Yeah, that's a little bit of a bullshit one. That's a little bit of a bullshit one. Bouncing off the house, going over the house. I 100% do not see the hole-in-one here, bro. So, hit the house, bounce off the house, ride to the goal, or somehow slam off this house, get on the other side of this course, and get in this hole. On hole 12. That's hole 13. So it can't be that. Just try it. Okay, fuck me in the ass. I don't know what I'm talking about. Clearly, I didn't think I'd bounce that hard off the ice. Okay. Alright. This is a pop shot. You have to pop this off the hill. That's a little bit skillful. This is such an unbelievably bullshit run from me. I do not feel like I should be in the lead here. Hashtag not humble brag. The edge of this is not clipped off. You can probably hit the hill and aim for the center. It's slightly dimpled in the center. Kind of like that, Carl. I'm getting absurdly lucky. Oh no, you DC'd. I'll just play the course out for the first time. Oh, we got a gingerbread snowman. Oh. So, hit this hard, go over Santa, hit the hole. Over, because it would have to work like this. Hard enough. You have to hit Santa at just the right angle. That is not the right angle. That is too much of the angle. Something like that.
Lisa was in a child.
This is using the ice to bounce. There's a little target that wants to pop the shot towards the hole. You can barely see it over the crack. But the steep of the hill makes it you can't take a direct shot at it. That's a bit evil. That's evil what he did with the terrain there. Because if you aim it this way, that pops the shot here, and is going to stick you somewhere in the course randomly. If you pop the shot like this, you're going to come off the ice hard. And that's fucking over under the hole. Ew. That snow killed my momentum. Ew. And then, with this shot here, assuming this shot actually bounces you correctly, you get all through here. Maybe you hit off one of these planks instead. Take the momentum to slide under the hole to get to the end. A little bit of a misdirection, actually. I applaud the maker on that one. Hole 17. 3 holes. Only one hole goes there directly. There's a little drop shot system. Hole to the left directly drops to the hole. Hole in the middle and hole to the right goes to the overside of the course. Then if you go to the other side, you have to time it with the doors to go into the hill that rolls down the course. way too hard. Not hard enough. It's definitely a 4-bar. 4.5. Bad angle. 4 3/4. It is dimpled. Yep, it's dimpled. So they want you to hit it just hard enough to go down the hill, and if you don't, you're fucked. And they made it so that you can't get out. Or can you? Nah, they won't let you get out. Kappa. The predicament I put myself in. And this bullshit. Another anti-fancy feature. At least they were merciful to slope the fucking hill. And for pièce de résistance, we have a 5-hole that wants you to smash everything. However, off in the distance of the tree, if you bounce this, you should be able to get this in. The foliage makes it hard to see that. That's a pretty easy albatross. That's a good course. Come on back in, Blood Wolf. Let's do another. Now, do you want to try the Blocky Dream or the Painless one? Allegedly, the Painless one... Or actually, did I download Blocky Dream? No, I did not. So I was saying the Painless one. Allegedly, the Painless one is strong but difficult. For this one, I'm going to need to turn on the return hole feature. Or the return shot feature. Where is it? 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 Spawn position, default, power-ups, disabled, turbocharge, disable, flag indicator, yes, change hole, no, teams, collision, scoring, free cam, retry. From last shot, from start. Let's do from start. Show lost power, handbrake, jumping, blah blah blah, gravity, blah 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 blah. There we go. So when you press the R key, you should be able to reset your shot, but it'll give you a 1-shot penalty when you do so. Assuming that you somehow get stuck. It'll reset you all the way back to start, rather than from your last shot. Assuming that we somehow get stuck in the geometry of the level. They even got the escapist music in here. Kappa. Hole 1 is a trick shot. There are 2 flags. One at the bottom, one at the top on the lever. Oh god. Hole 2's on the other fucking side. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh shit, I am so close to off the fucking edge. Oh, there are 3 holes. So there's one on this side, one on the other side, and then there's the one that is the trick shot at the top of the hill. But you start in such a non-sloped position that if you try to go for that shot, you are guaranteed rolling to the bottom of this hill. No! robbed you. I saw it. It robbed you. Slightly closer to the dimple. And then just slightly tap it in. And lightly tap it in. Fuck. Might have to use some angles here, math. Lightly tap it in while pointing slightly up. A little harder. Well, it almost worked. A little harder. Fuck. Not hard enough. Too much. God damn, this is insidious. And that's the first fucking hole! Damn! No, 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 no! Slightly closer this time. 20 seconds. Poop. 15 seconds. Yeah! Motherfuckers talk about something. Firmly grasp it. You're not in here. Oh, fuck. So we have three choices. We have the one on the side, and then we have the one in the middle. I'm going to try the one on the sides. Sweet, merciful Jesus. All the best parts of Worm and all the best parts of the Escapist. That wall hole, however, is fucking evil. Why would you place this dead center where we would never hit it? Carl said as he then looks up at hole 3, and it's the exact same shit again. So we can go over the hill, or we can go up the wall. I'm going over the hill. But you can't aim for the dead center. What kind of fucking first round is the 5th round of the game would be Infinite Tsukiyomi? That appears to be the case. Because this one wants us to do some monkey ball. So we have to attempt to roll the ball, and if somehow we are able to get over on the side walls to get on top of these planks, we then have to ride the edge into that ball. And if we miss, we get fucked into lava. Fuck me! Blood got it in. And I nudged. I'm stuck on a pillar. I'm stuck on the pillar. I'm a pillar man. Stuck on the pillar. Into the sand. Stuck on the pillar. Trying to do my best. Oh no. I was getting repeatedly reset into the corner. The Infinite Tsukiyomi has already begun. I feel like backspin was required for this hole. Yeah. Backspin feels like it was required for this hole. And right back in the same position again. To the right, to the right. Move my ball in position to the right. Put it in the pocket. That's the stuff, yes. I overshot it. Fuck, fuck, fuck. I've been swinging this mess every time. I got disconnected because my shit disconnected me due to a fucking network error, I guess. Let's cut our losses and let's say this is a very extreme hole for when I want to torture you guys and just try a different fucking hole. Oh my god! I'm gonna refill my bottle and we're gonna go to Don't Starve Together. Let me ping Compass so Compass can come. Because it doesn't look like it's anything other than just my fucking frames choosing to jitter because it's the fucking midday for whatever reason. Alright, let me fill up all. And then start the client. Lemon on my dom, lemon on my dom dom, slobbing on my dom dom.
Our fucking don't starve. Alright, time to try to figure out where Lunar is. I'm sorry, you're golfing?
My heart is breaking my heart. My fucking connection is going crazy. Oh my god.
It sounded very fabulous.
I hope so. Fucking 11 years being a vocalist, I better not sound like dog shit. Gotta update a client mod. What client mod do I need to update? No, it's server mod I need to update. Server mod do I need to update? Ah, yes, the one that I don't get to use because I know for a fact that if I can't handle it, my audience won't be able to handle it. Fucking uncompromising mode.
I love uncompromising mode.
I feel like you have to progress through the tiers of learning how to basically do the equivalent of DST Skyblock. You have to experience a normal server, and then you need to go through progression and kill a boss. Then you need to learn how to do it in Lights Out, and then you learn how to do uncompromising.
I like how the last time I played on was with my like standard DST friend group. Everybody died while I just went out to sea and got like a bunch of treasure chests, and I came back with like 5 of them.
I find it's kind of like a challenge that we have in Path of Exile called Ruthless. Rather than having the ability in most ARPGs to buy items and buy currency and buy skill gems from vendors, most vending is completely rendered useless and null and void. And everything you have to find, if it's not given from a quest reward, you have to get off the ground, which means pure drops. This is not that hard when you really think about it, because it means that you now have to use campaign rewards and campaign level skills to get through the campaign. So, using leveling skills, and every single time you get a chance for a leveling skill, new skills that you can fit into the rotation, you have to basically replace opportunities for. So you go from a weak spell like Freezing Pulse, and eventually level up to something like Winter-Eyed Brand, or Creeping Frost, or Cold Snap. To become something like a Cold Dot mage. Or you have to use two-handeds with things like Ground Slam and Double Attack, and eventually progress into Sunder, before you can do things like Bone Shatter or Bone Shatter of Complex Trauma. It makes the game a lot more based on actual drop loot, so that it simulates the experience of Diablo 2, since it's basically a better version of Diablo 2. The caveat is that rather than just being those restrictions, it adds on the fact that what in a normal league, even in hardcore, would be that you can guarantee content, so you can see the league material and all the league things that are core, as well as whatever is in that league. All of the league content when you get to the mapping phase is a percentage chance. It's not guaranteed. It's the ability to activate it. You following?
Sort of.
Let me put it like this. Instead of a DST world guaranteeing you an opportunity to see certain bosses and raid bosses, you have to do, I guess the best way to phrase it in this way would be a meticulous order of steps of progression to then create an opportunity to encounter a giant. So, let's say the same level of progression that's necessary to get a Shadow Atrium, it's similar to that, but imagine an extra step that requires that in order to even make the chess pieces appear, you have to go and kill a series of enemies in the ruins for the ruin headpiece to appear in the constant. Like, you gotta kill a bunch of them, and then once you kill a bunch of them, a stone version made out of marble gets activated, similar to the Ancient Guardian, but it's a marble version of each of the ways the enemies currently fight now. That's right, we left the world right before a hound attack. We have 43 seconds to prepare for the sound wave. I'm gonna pause the server. So,
I didn't even notice the server went up.
but you'd have to do some level of meticulous steps to basically summon Marvel versions of the new fight order that you can do the enemies in. Not similar to the shadow pieces, but just normal chess pieces as they've adjusted for the fucking clockworks. Me personally, I find the new clockwork bishop attack to be what the attack probably should have always been, because homing balls was bullshit.
Personally, not really done the shadow pieces, because usually whenever I'm playing with people, they go out of their way to do it before I can even prepare for it.
Yeah.
Like, they'll usually have it done by the first new moon.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot easier to go for shadow than it is for lunar, because you don't have to worry about all the other fucking bullshit in the way. But it's not like the shadow pieces fight. It's more like you need to fight a type of ancient. You have to fight a type of ancient guardian situation, is what I'm trying to describe. Like an ancient guardian, but for the Clockwork Knight. An ancient guardian, but for the Clockwork Bishop. Similar attack patterns. Maybe add some extra boss effects to it, but they have scaled health comparative to the health of the ancient guardian in its current form. Do that event.
Interjecting, I will say it's nice to know that we have 4 McTusk dens.
Mm-hmm. I almost always force my worlds to have them inside the server settings.
I'm pretty sure if Jimbo is over there first, because it's the only place I haven't been to yet.
Yeah. Yeah, just imagine if it was something like that, and that's what you have to do to actually get the marble pieces for the heads, to then construct them over in the upper end of the constant. Things like that, it's like beyond the pale of what people would expect the game mode to be. But that's, of course, because it's called Ruthless. It's what you do when you've done everything possible, and it's like, I like to challenge myself now. Okay, so 42 seconds for the Hound attack. That is a
Until Hound's attack?
Yes. We have 42 seconds.
Okay. So that's why it's paused.
Yes, that's why I said.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear that before. I got a bramble vest on and I got a spear.
Mm-hmm. I gotta wait for a Blood
I
Wolf.
just gotta get out of base.
Mm-hmm. I have to just wait for Blood Wolf to reconnect.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that last bit of the world. And then I'm gonna see about, like, what and possibility of where fucking Lunar is, because I'm struggling to note where it is.
Okay. Waiting for the reconnect. Waiting for the reconnect. Waiting for the reconnect. Fortunately, I'm not lagging. I need to change my server type, or I need to change my stream type. Bing bong bong bing bong. Bing bong bing bong. Bing bing bong. Bing bing bong.
Blood Wolf has joined the game.
Okay. Ready in 3, 2, 1, mark.
Okay. Stupid bee, get away from me, Chester. So I, in theory, should only have 1 or 2 wolves after me, though.
I mean, we'll be
Because
able to.
I haven't been as long as you have.
I mean, we'll be able to deal with them. I just need Root Interlude and Warrior Surprise in case something happens.
Okay.
Which I have them right on. Skillful use of the Panic Room that definitely needs to get expanded is all we need to use. Hello, Mr. Varglet.
Is our Varglet over there?
Yes.
I actually don't have...
2 hits.
Also, dear God, is it lagging? Like, I just tried to run past some beefalo, and it had me stuttering in place for a good few seconds.
Well, fortunately, that must have been your connection because you still have green bars.
It's weird. Steam open? Oh, yeah, Steam is open. Downloads. Anything downloading? No.
Okay. All is well in the homestead. Bloodwolf, for a headpiece armor, can you start churning up like an entire stack of hard hat helmets using wood? It's our best form of massive defense for active use, because using gold with rocks is a bit conservative until we start taking trinkets to the Pig King for gold.
Well, now you know where Pig King is, though, at least.
Yes, that is true.
I didn't actually grab the pan flute, though, I will say.
That's fine.
I figured it was fine. I was just letting you know, rather.
I remember. I did not forget.
I had said a lot of things last night.
I remember all.
Oh, Mr. Clockwork Rook, please don't get pissed off at me.
Bless you.
It was me coughing. Whenever I eat, and I get a lot of mucus in my throat.
Happens to me too. You're still blessed.
Okay, well, thank you, I suppose.
You're very welcome. Many people are struck by the epidemic of being forcefully made to suck on ghost dick. They are a strange rapist predator. They strike when you least expect them. That is a joke. It's a funny joke, but only I laughed.
It took me a moment to understand what you said. You said ghost dick.
Ghost dick, yes. Just hanging around somewhere, you're completely fine, nothing is abnormal in your throat, and just... a ghost just grab your head and is going to town.
Yeah, I was just thinking about all the spiders that I have to pass by.
Such. Marble, ending, prize, 17, 83, this one, this one, this one. On this pit for safety, fire for safety, this back, and grass, and sticks for the donkey. Right, I'm on my way to go underneath to go get more surface gems and to go get more gold from the caves. I do not need the saddle horn. Why is that?
Notice that it really likes giving me beards.
Eh. Sometimes I was getting a beard until I finally started getting distinguished pieces. I don't think there's any particular logic to it anymore. I know that before they changed the system, there most definitely was a system, and it always tended towards just fucking you over. While I'm down there, I'll see if there's a closer watering hole that we can use to refill canisters. But we would probably be better off finding one that's topside. And the sooner we find a Malbatross build, the better. That, however, is a long shot.
Yeah, we need to find Malbatross first, and that requires random chance for making the fishing things.
Mm-hmm. There's always Klaus, I should say, but we missed the first Klaus rotation. Ice survival was more important.
Speaking of Klaus, all the no idea are over here by the Moonstone Forest.
Okay.
Okay, so where the fuck is Lunar supposed to be? Lunar's either over here or over here. I'm gonna guess it's over here because there's two really flat spaces. So I'm gonna try to go out to that. Hopefully I won't get harassed by monkeys again. So that'd be really fucking annoying.
Hopefully.
Oh hey, cat. Yeah, thank you, cat. The one time I'm thanking a cat for like breaking, not really breaking, but swatting one of my what do you call them? The light bugs.
Mm-hmm. Ram your face, ram your face. He is a free spirit, and I will abuse him. For he is my steer. He is my steer. Eat it, eat it, eat it. Yeah, get humped to death. One blue gem. Why am I carrying the spear?
Just a message, not a treasure map.
Okay, kids. I'm gonna have to make a hammer on the way out to get that.
There's quite a few over by the Noandi.
Use the ones in the caves. When I want to properly min-max the experience, I need to make the hammer so that... Beat that man with a bat. Smack! Well, that's a very low rate to end up seeing gems, goddamn. Seeing more on skeletons than I'm seeing gems.
More skeletons is always good. Just means we won't have to find so many for fucking... It's not Fuel Weaver, what's it called?
No, it's Fuel Weaver.
Oh yeah, it is Fuel Weaver, sorry. It has been a moment since I have done Fuel Weaver.
It's everybody's first... Canonically, it was the first one available. But everybody forgets to do it because they find Lunar to be more exciting, because the real endgame was released not that long ago. In fact, in that same update that they made, that update patch, I'm pretty sure that was the patch that they added the funeral. Because then they added the extra lore area that can be connected to, that you have to get through the main sea hole on the ocean. Because everybody and their mother had to spoil it.
What is out here?
We definitely have all the skeleton
This
pieces at this point.
is figs. I found figs.
Okay.
That's one part of the stuff that I was looking for.
Mm-hmm. You definitely have enough skeletons to form the skeleton.
That's good.
Third blue gem.
Well, Mr. Marauder, I don't have anything for you to fuck off.
Finally, a red. I cleared out not a very large section of the red biome, but most of the ones that were just clustered towards the opening, and we are pulling back 34 and 80 and 3 and 1.
Hell yeah, Batman.
And we have 3 fossil fragments. 4 fossil fragments.
Another, what do you call it? Bottle. Still no treasure.
Six fossil fragments. You should have enough.
So this being where the border is tells me a lot.
Running all the way to the end, adoring. Then when I get in there, I'll be heaven. Cause I'm about to be going up top side. I come over here and think I dropped my wood stick and pick up my string. And now I got my shovel back, traveling up them stairs. Okay, that solves short-term problem of gold to stave off long-term solution for gold. Because trinkets will just solve themselves during summer. We need to get you to your own core goggle recipe. Back of the head. This is only enough for 1 purple, unfortunately.
What do you mean?
The gems. 3 blue.
Oh, I have a purple gem.
Okay.
I did grave digging earlier, so I have 1 for the thing. I'm here for the rest of the moon rock.
Okay.
Not having much luck. I rolled 2 duds.
Six days till the end of... Yes, we have 9 pieces. We have more than enough.
Great.
We now have a total of 37 nuggets. 4 and 3. So we actually have enough to make for your swap, but you also have your own personal swap. And in the base, we have 3 moon rock. I think it's only a recipe requirement of 1. Yeah, 1 moon rock, 1 gem.
For the portal?
No, for your idol.
Oh yeah, for the idol it's only 1. For the portal we need 20. I forget, can you get moon rocks in the caves? Oh shit, I found Crab King.
If you do it the normal way, yes, you can.
Carl, I found Crab King.
I heard you.
Hell yes. I wasn't.
Okay. I'm going to take the liberty to make a separate pot specifically for cooling thermal stones.
Yes, I found barnacles.
I'll use the standard icebox skin. It will go right here, where we will probably place our furnace. Any thermal stone that's left out on the floor will be subject to constant changes and will take random damage to its durability. So placing it into an icebox blood wolf will keep it not only at its cool, chilled temperature value, but will also make sure that when it is time to be used, it is at its most optimal cooling. It's as cold as it needs to be. This is necessary for summer, just like how the furnace from the dragonfly would be for when it is optimal to be used for the winter. That is obviously a little bit easier said than done. The easiest way for us to do that would be mounting up combat as a 3-man, but we're going to need to make salves for you to do that.
I'm gonna need salves or a Wartox. More than likely salves. Key, because then I just find banana plants instead of having to rely on finding the gambling machine.
These vegetables are going bad, so I'm going to start rolling them into ratatouille.
Sounds good to me.
Cactus is going. Pomegranate seeds.
Back on dry land.
Garlic rotation time. Potato seeds, garlic, eggplants, my beloved.
Eggplants are nice, especially stuffed eggplants.
I'm going to pre-prepare for the next season by getting the toma roots going, bless you, and then preparing for the vegetable stingers. We're going to have to use asparagus and toma root combinations.
Okay. Hey there, Big King. Sadly, I don't have anything to give you for gold.
Just simpler, it's cleaner, it's easier.
Well, that's nice and all. I don't need a thing. I basically found a wormhole that goes from the end of Pig King to Pig King. So it's fine and dandy and all, but that's not what I'm looking for.
Okay. And now,
That's a turkey.
now that we can afford this, now we can bring out the garden hose.
I always love fighting turbeaks.
And And then
God damn it!
based on where you are, that should...
I'd had to have red.
Probably my internet getting jittered. It's going back up now. I don't know why my thing gets throttled in the middle of the day, but it's been getting throttled in the middle of the day. Some of that might have been on my end. Fortunately, we will have a person who will be able to host it onto their own dedicated server to avoid problems like this in the future. Just have to be patient, because they have to get cheap server farms that will allow them to run the servers at a cheap price. Which I did thank them for, because I'd rather not pay these extortion rate prices for what should be extremely simple to run a dedicated on. But if I was to run the dedicated, it'd be the case that I'd have to run the dedicated on another machine. And unfortunately, I am a one-machine operation.
Watching my character completely disobey what I'm saying and pace back and forth like they have short-term dementia.
Nope, I've been there before. I get triggered by that as well. There's one of the things that first pissed me off about DST being a always online game. But they did make it possible for you to post a game in local, but it was until they added the don't starve alert.
I might just get back to base and stop playing for now.
Okay.
Before I, like, get angry.
Okay.
But I'm gonna make sure to log out next to the fire pit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's either summer.
Don't forget to feel your stomach.
I will make sure to try if the game will even let me. I need to heal, but I don't have anything to heal with.
Got you when you come back. We are on top of it. Oh, there's like one left. Out of the original 20 stack I built, there's one left.
I did say that I had ended up using quite a bit of them. Okay, well, that is a later me problem. I need to stop playing before I get upset.
Yeah, I get that. All the things that I've wanted. Okay. So, 20 toes. Of composting. Normally there's a routine to how you do this. You have to do 3 wet, 3 dry. Anything that's green is considered wet. Anything that can go into this that is processed that's not wet is considered dry, so that you can get it on the fastest rotation. But when you have an overwhelming amount of seeds that you don't intend on using, or seeds that are going to go bad, you throw them in here. For our purposes, you can just take an entire stack of seed and throw it in the side. because we now have a dedicated backpack until we have a dedicated seed packet that allows us to store all the seeds for an entire season. It should still be on the boat, so I have to run over and go grab them. Planted. I'm gonna go find a water source. I need to make more of them so that they can last throughout the season without us needing to go chasing down extra water. And then back to the task at hand, getting meat, because I'm about to start going hungry. We have 2 canisters. We need to make another 6. Up the lake slowly. Domestication feeding, always passive. Leafy greens. A lot of things I don't see. I can eat it because it's meat. Okay. That helps with the idea of what to do with rotor plants.
When you bites or whatever on the porch, whatever is out,
Yeah.
I was like, just get some that way you can count it.
Probably squeeze in the onion. DM. Where's this coming from? Nitro? trying to show me a nitro discount? Yes, it is. Petitioned me directly to try and get money out of me. That is an interesting tactic, Discord. Let's see how that one works out. I placed the eggs, I believe. Yes, I did. Reeds, meat. Yeah, reeds and meat. Utility fridge, cooking fridge. Set these in. I need to have one. Blood Wolf, did you have to step away? Schmack, 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 schmack. Right as I come. Welcome back. think the Volt Goats were good on having to make extra Elding Spears. Gotta go grab the bells in order to go do the thing. Displaying shadow magic all over the fucking floor. That'll be a fun adventure to pick up on the way back. Come to me, hounds. Come get whacked. Here. Probably easier to bring back to Teeth if I don't bring it extra meat. 2 days of autumn left. Go straight through the nest. Oh good, it's raining. That'll save us water on the crops. Okay. 3 bells to break. That should be 2 shells each. Come on, buzzards. That's fine. We have multiple spawn zones throughout the desert. Come on, buzzards. Come and try to take my meat. Well, that's a long rain. Come here and take my meat. Come and catch my meat, so I can stab you. That is a lot of tumbleweeds.
Beef. Well, we should go.
I couldn't quite hear that. What was that?
Talk to myself.
Oh, okay. Field's already done growing. Buzzer beater. Oh, Mr. Terrorbeak. Come get done up. Run up and get done up. Run up and get done up. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. One, 2, 3, 4. Picked up 4. I'm retarded. Smack. 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 A little bit less. I assumed that it would be 1 each. But that's more than enough for our purposes. Normal seeds. And then what? Electric piece? No. I'm taking up the hat. Behold the seed packet. A large backpack for seeds. This now lives next to the forest, or rather next to the field. So now this backpack comes over here and can get used for whatever purpose we need to use it for. And these now come out of here. And return almost all of these into eggs, because breakfast skillet is probably the most smart use of these eggs we can use this meat for. Got 1 day in the season left. That means we'll be ready this time for winter, more than we were the first time. And we can now choose to do map exploration to go through those MacTusk camps, should you want to get a Tam O'Shanter. It's a tier 2 luxury item, but it is the best survivability item to have throughout every season, especially winter, because it only asks for you to wear it to gain sanity. That will regen your sanity even during the night. Your sanity will go to a point where it will have such a lower level of degen that you won't be able to notice the degen in the first place. It is an item that you can't quite beat, but it requires getting to a MacTusk camp and getting a MacTusk in that time frame, which is why it's difficult and annoying. This can go in the exotics. Good to go. plain old tea. We are gonna get attacked by hounds in 11 minutes, which means my job is to make those traps. This is a vegetable. Behold, stuffed eggplant. It's pretty much the great difference even between a kebab, but in vegetable form. It can only be made with eggplant. It's not a necessarily important food, but it's a food and it exists. These can go in here. And then I repair your umbrella. I repair your umbrella, Ella, Ella, A. I repair your umbrella, Ella, Ella, A. Hey. Up, and that. Hopefully my internet doesn't throttle here, because I'm seeing a red light on my arrow device. Somehow I'm still connected. Okay, good. It's just a simple throttle. We are on day 91. We are going to lose another fucking lunar cycle. God damn it. Ugh. Oh well. Not a big deal. Alright, it's a little bit more time for mastery. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ping pong, ping pong, dong, ping. Make it a digging, digging. Ping pong, ping pong, pong pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping 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 pong. Hounds will attack today in 6-7 minutes. Lobster sack will appear at 20, and we have an hour and 35 minutes before the next deer. Plant straight to the ground. Nine, 10. That's another 2. The tomatoes are already inside of the other icebox. I forget what the recipe starter requires, but I know that it requires having those as a component, tomatoes and asparagus, as well as a additional quality product, which my brain is telling me ice.
Yeah, it's ice.
That will not be that hard to get, but we have to wait till the puddles actually begin appearing. Now that we have blue gems, we can now begin working on salt boxes. Only if I had been smart enough to ask him to tell me where he saw the last salt formation he found. So me. Large and giant potatoes. Easy filler. That's right, moon tonight. Off flows the werebeaver. And I didn't build up the fucking thing like I said I would. I'm a retard. I'm a retard. I'm a retard. Yes, I'm a retard. Indeed, I'm a retard. A desperately stupid, stupid fuck. Hello, Bartlett. Hunger was coming to you. And find these hands. These hands. These hands. Ah, yes. Run him over, run him over. There you go. And back the other way. Keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running. Fuck.
Yeah, there's tickets.
That's the reason why it was bad that I didn't expand the floor. Larger floor means larger, dense area for them to get stuck on the traps, and more traps to be activated so you can continue running over them, and they just basically kill themselves on the floor. That is the reason why that's my bad. And we're not going to let you steal those rocks, mister. That is why it was bad that I did not extend that. But I can't do everything. I was a little bit on him before he had left to help with a little bit of that, but oh well. Things happen. Let's not get lagged. No pig. No pig. God damn. I'm trying. Goddamn thing. Here you are. Come here, pigs. That's right. Come get your meat. Now it's your turn. And your turn. Yes, sir. Now I'm going to expand that floor. Do you need me to make you a booster shot?
I just make one myself.
Okay. Use up the meat supply. Rope. Gem. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1 gem left over. And pigs growing in the field. We have 21? No, more than that. 40. 40 nails in hollering while I hit the siren. Gonna be down with my fucking lads. I'm gonna kill them. Yes, I'm going to kill them. Yes, I'm going to kill them. Tell me why it ain't nothing but my queen. Tell me why the pigs always walk on it. Tell me why the fuck they always do this. It's because I haven't trapped them. I need them to corral so they don't walk on them. It's dumb that I forget it, but we should still have a powder keg. I think it's in one of the variants. I'm gonna get on that. Yes, I'm going to get on that. Right by the build this thing here. But I have to make a fence, cause I don't wanna use stable walls because sticks are cheaper. Here come the Pingles. Ice will be shortly behind. And then, now that we can be able to properly travel the world without having to have the problems that come with it, we will be able to get ice from multiple places. Here's the cake. And then I get to build the thing. Fences, 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 more fences. Gate. One. All right. This structure is what is colloquially known as a corral. You build an area inside of a fence. The fence layering is direction dependent. 4 deep, or rather 4 long. About 3 deep on the side, but not like I just did, like a retard. I'll break that one. And then 1 gate, 2 gate. This creates a dual door that would have had a few left over. And you open the gate and you close the gate. By putting an object inside of the area perimeter of the gate, it's going to do something very similar to what we're going to do when we go to do the lunar event at the moon base. So as you see here, assuming that the pigs come back within 25 minutes, this structure will have the powder cake that basically has a, well, if you hover over it, it says that it has a stale time of 843 hours, 21 minutes, and 19 seconds. It is effectively a literal Twinkie, so it lasts metaphorically forever. For the purposes of mobs, pigs and other creatures see it as an object they want to eat. Between them and a wall, they will try to take the shortest path of egress in order to consume it. I have to build a similar one for the berry bushes because it can create gobblers, because gobblers will always come out of bushes during daytime, and they will try to go into the bushes during dusk when they spawn, because that's their nature. They want to leave the bush and go back in the bush, mainly to hunt berries. Should you create the bushes in such a way where they want to get to the berries, you create an engine where they will want to always walk towards a food item they see on the floor, because they will always hone in on that item and walk towards it infinitely. Should the pigs get caught on this, they will be forever stuck in a feed loop. They won't be able to go into their houses because they want to eat food off the ground, and that will force their Boolean statement to basically break, because they will infinitely be looking for food. They get stuck on the fence, then we, should we need to use them to clear land or to do combat, can then give them meat in order to free them. During the time where they are free, which is free transformation from the lunar mode, from the lunar cycle, should we have had, say, 9 pig houses, all 9 pigs would turn into were-pigs automatically, and they would be running towards that powder cake. As long as you don't disturb them too much, it will be the case that you'll be able to hit them, and they won't respond back. So you can wail on them for free, and it becomes infinitely sustaining meat. Occasionally, they will break their Boolean statement of trying to chase the food before they try to attack you, but more often than not, they will not do that. If they do break the Boolean statement, then have armor, because they will beat the shit out of you, and they will not be nice about it. But usually that won't happen, because one will break the Boolean statement based on the one that you hit. If you somehow end up breaking the Boolean statement for all of them, then all of them will turn on you. So basically, just be safe. Be smart. Use it correctly, and you will never run out of food again, metaphorically speaking. I have to say metaphorically, because metaphorically, it's supposed to be possible that you don't end up in that situation like a retard. But unfortunately, most people choose to do it like a retard. And then they suffer the consequences. Because they think that the statement means that they won't break all the time, when in fact they break some of the time. And if they break some of the time, you will be miserable when they do. Because werewolves, werepigs, hit somewhat hard. And they are not kind when they do it. So when push comes to shove, you are mostly going to be running for your life at the end of the day. Fortunately, not a big deal. Plus it's only 7:21. I already made dinner for her, but I think she hasn't gone back to her room yet, so I'll have to check that in between the cycles. 13 days in the winter. Spent the first 2 getting from them and setting up. So now I need to go out and get meat again after I replant these bushes. Then we can look for extra meat from the beefalo herds, which we haven't been utilizing. That's mostly because we haven't been allowed to go deal with the beefalo herds. I have to get the homework done first. Which is a sad way to have to describe it, but it is homework. Cut down the rest of these trees. So this area, when we get a permanent fire, that'll do. Place the permanent fire outside the range of the phlegmatic. Light it up. Okay, Dragonfly, I can teach you how to do Dragonfly, but we don't have Pan Flute. So we're either going to have to go to the Pig King and go find that Pan Flute and bring it back, because I don't think Compass ever did, or I'm going to teach you how to do it the hard but very satisfying way. However, for safety, I'm still going to make a Pan Flute, because I know where the Mandrake Forest is. So fortunately for us, the boss that I was talking about earlier is now available. When the message popped up and said loot stash is now available, that is the spawn point of Klaus. He is a raid boss. He is one of the easier kiting raid bosses. But in order to unlock him, similar to the thing that I was saying earlier about Path of Exile, he has a miniature step. Somewhere in the world, there is a herd of no-eye deer inside of a deciduous forest. And those no-eye deer have grown horns. Those horns on their head act as the key that starts the fight. Then the actual horn that is on the head of Klaus is the one that actually unlocks. So think of it as the key that actually opens the real reward container. Yeah, we got a lot of wood. Go us. But yeah, it's a key that starts the fight, but doesn't guarantee us finishing it, because he has rules. For example, you cannot kill his deer. If you kill his no-eye deer that are also there as helpers, you will cause him to go in rage. And in rage is exactly what it sounds like. It is a punishment for making him angry. There's only a certain amount of places that his sack can spawn, fortunately for us. Unfortunately for us, the likely zones that they will be in are literally all the way on the other side of the world. So figuring out where the sack is, getting the deer, getting the deer's horn, and then getting the key ready and then be prepared for the fight. Same process we were going through to prepare for the Beat Queen, before we lost our supplies to, well, shenanigans. Fortunately, he's very simple, and not hard. The only downside is that he has to be fought within winter. That's the only rule. He has to be fought within winter. He is a winter boss. Therefore, he only spawns in winter. But the reward for doing it is practically Christmas. Which is to say, when you kill him, you get access to his boss drops. He drops boss drops. Specific boss drops that are worldly. Ocean, lunar, etc. But they drop on a random chance. And they roll a specific opportunity per each container he drops them from. He is also a way to get a guaranteed backpack item, which is the best pound-for-pound backpack item in the game, called known as the Krampus Sack. It's basically a mod backpack Mod is in like an admin backpack that has the amount of spaces that is inside of the seed packet, but rather than only storing seeds, it can actually store anything. It is a semi-powerful item because it means that you can now have that much more carry space rather than dealing with only an extra 5, 6, 7, 8 slots. 8+ slots in trade for losing the benefit of having the ability to have a backpack that stays as cool as an ice pack, a regular backpack that gets you through the early game, blase blase. You guess it, you name it. People consider it to be the best because usually it's a year-rounder that if you get one, it can give you the ability to basically rush anything you want to, because you're never going to have to manage your inventory because you just bring everything. Some people don't like it. I personally have learned not to like it. My opinion is my opinion, though. This is the way that I see it. It's something people use as a crutch. A really significantly bad crutch. You use it in the expectation and the exaltation by having a big storage backpack that the game becomes, quote, more fun. There are ways to farm it, where instead of a 10% chance from this particular type of upcoming, which you're going to get it eventually if you don't get it at all, would be a 1% chance from hunting birds, and hunting them using wicker technology, her magic. Her magic is not necessarily very good. Need to be shittier. So with this one, this way, it's a lot cheaper and a lot easier. But in terms of boss drops, it's a way to be able to get something like this empty waterfowl can, which will hold twice the water, but it requires an albatross bill. Assuming we're not fighting on the water, which we're really not, we're worried with land survival, as I yap away the time, you fight Klaus, not only because he gives these guaranteed trinkets, he has a guaranteed life-giving amulet, because he uses one in the fight, he gives gold, he gives coal, which will help you keep your coal supply stacked up, as well as random drops that can be utilized from bosses. The 4 objects he gives from the reward of his loot sack are wrapping paper. Free stock, ready to go wrapping paper. And what that means is that in winter, you kill Klaus. In spring, hopefully when she's wet, you kill the Bee Queen. By doing it in that order, you get 4 containers of wrapping paper ready to go to use for the wrapping paper recipe that she'll drop. Cycle him every single winter, that's plus 4 wrapping paper you never have to use honeycomb on. Because usually, destroying honeycomb by transforming it into wax paper is bad. Because the only way to get extra honeycomb in the world is by bashing the Bee Queen's backside and then killing her. Bee Hell is a lot of honeycombs, so we can turn papyrus into the honeycomb, but rather than destroy papyrus to transform wax paper, it is easier to just get it directly from the boss. It's more conservative. It's more conservative, it's easier to deal with, it requires less upkeep. Kind of like our usage for when we eventually get you online with your tree guard. By sustaining living logs, we're able to turn our living logs, I'm trying to ping them. Ping. I pinged and whisper, but still pinged. We're able to turn living logs into a sustainable infinite weapon source until we get to the next tier of weapon technology, which is renewable and repairable weapons. That's hard mode. For now, as long as I'm holding a dark sword, I will almost always go insane. Which means, alongside my Elding Spear, and at least 2 to 3 helmets of protection, we will be safe enough to take on any boss we want to. Within reason, of course. Good interlude. Warrior replies. Horrible Heartrend. So right now, I have to still unlock Battle Stinger, and I have no idea what my progression is at. I still have to make 2 more songs in order to gain the Battle Canister that will give me a storage solution for the Battle Songs and Battle Stingers. Like I was telling him, one of those is going to require me to go into the ruins and get a Thulecite medallion so I can bring it back up to make that song. And then the other song requires us finding the Lunar Island to get the Clear-Minded Cadenza. Cadenza is a sanity restorer, because the biggest problem for you is that in your fights, when you go moose, you're going to lose sanity rapidly when you get transformed back. This will make it so that we can keep you alive longer. We can deal with that in spring. Volcanto, probably have to wait for spring as well too, because the cave's going to be wet. And I need to reset my thing anyways, because the reset of the renewable helm that I could be equipped with, I can't equip with. And we have to go get stones to begin with anyways, because I'm yapping a lot. But I need to pause, because I'm pretty sure I just heard her call me in the other room, so I'll be back in 5 minutes. almost done. All right, now I'm back. What did she just say? 1 second. What? Okay. They look like a pair. Alright. You there?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Meat collection. Yep, meat collection. Meat collection, Carl says before he realizes there's a full field. Kappa. Oh, you thought you were gonna go do some exploring, Carl? Nah, you got some fucking homework to do, little buddy. Even if we can't grow them giant, we can always be able to get excess resources. Seeds in the bag, seeds in the bag, seeds in the bag. We have over 40 garlic seeds. I need to turn these seeds into storage, and then these asparagus need to become seeds as well. This season is going to be all about garlic and asparagus and potato. So, the recipe for garlic with potato is creamy puree. It is 1 garlic to 2 potato with a filler. 33 sanity, 37.5 hunger, 20 health. This is the reason why garlic is a superfood. That food is not only going to sustain you as healing items, it's going to sustain you when you go into your normal form as a form of sanity sustain, alongside pumpkin. Not a joke item, very valuable. Now I go murder people. Or rather, murder spiders. Heartrending, weaponized, rude interlude. That's not one of our backpacks. That must have been his backpack. It's got light equipment and everything inside of it.
That's mine. That's my backpack.
Okay. Now that we have enough eggs to place them directly outside over the side of the boat, we are at the point where it's going to be very, 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 very easy to upkeep a campfire situation. So instead of having a stable fire out here in this stone field, where we can also find some ice, we can just start walking around and leaving the webs and the silk glands on the ground. Because there's no reason for us to have to fight for them. Because these spiders are so close to the spider quarry, it'll slowly lower them over. This way we can have silk sustain without the muss and fuss. Minutes until the next guy. It could be the case that he will just be out so far in the season that we won't see him. I wouldn't bet my money on it. And there goes another spider. not fucking give myself a headache. One. Not the transform pigs. Because I asked him to make these. This motherfucking is combo healing. Trap. Minutes, 48 minutes. Should be fine now. Let's go cut it from here. Doing upkeep preparatory work.